Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland. Welcome back to more of Pokemon Stadium 2. Back to Johto Gym Leader Castle, what seems to be the end actually. We have the Elite Four. And they are not a cakewalk, I will go ahead and say that. They're not the easiest trainers to get by. Makes sense considering that we're now at the top though. But, with this particular battle, moving on, I'm going to go ahead and provide what Reynolds Nintendo Power recommends, and they say that you should use an Umbreon, Wobbuffet, Kadabra, Quagsire, Fearow, and Electabuzz. And that's probably one of the best teams you could possibly have to take on the Elite Four. However, there are a few changes that I'm going to make to my own team, but I do go along with one theme that they have on there, so you'll go ahead and see that here. I went ahead and registered my set to save time. And as you can see, I have an Umbreon with black glasses, a Blastoise with leftovers, Kadabra with scope lens, Hitmonlee with Miracle Berry, Electrode with magnet, and a Wobbuffet with a gold berry. Let's go ahead and get this party started. But here we go against these top four, and even the first trainer, Will. Have you studied up on Psychic type Pokemon? Well, now that he mentions it, I do have Umbreon, who is the one I'm going to lead with. Even Will's a tough one, though. You got to watch out with him, because he's pretty tough for the first member of the Elite Four. Looking at the rest of his team, I'm also going to use Hitmonlee, and it really don't matter too much for the last one, but I'll go with Wobbuffet, because I can use it in case the worst comes to me. And yeah, as you can see, we're finally at the top of the castle just by looking at the scenery. What is unique about the Elite Four, you'll see here actually as we keep battling them. For each one that you battle, you keep going up a set of steps to the next part of the castle, so each Elite Four member has its own venue as well. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, he has Xatu. He'll almost always use it here, so watch out. And it probably is one of his toughest ones. If it's not that, if he ever uses Jinx, you can face problems too. You just really gotta watch out for this guy, because he's not an easy first trainer for the Elite Four. All four of them are equally tough, but in my opinion, Will's one of the tougher trainers of the four. And I don't know why they make him first, because he's got some pretty strong moves to back him up. And I shall use Quick Attack, so that I can go first and knock out the remaining HP on that Xatu. Huh. That connected with the weak spot. So yeah, there we took out Xatu. I blew it off. Well, that was the big threat, Xatu taken care of, so that's good.
Oh, it's Executor!
Executor, huh? It's a shame I didn't have a fire Pokemon. That would have helped things out a lot. I mean, Umbreon's dark and it's super effective against them, but Umbreon's not a big attacker. Umbreon's more of a defender, so it just takes a little time till you can get going with Umbreon's moves. You just gotta really be careful with what you do, though. Umbreon's still good to use, though, because of its defenses. And I have a feeling we're not going to take out Executor. Not when Giga Drain restored more HP. So that's a shame. I don't know who his last Pokemon is, but I'm gonna go ahead and send out Hitmonlee. Probably not the best move, but Wobbuffet's good for all the others besides the Executor. Okay, hopefully Mega Kick can hit it. Okay, good. Knocked it out, too. Okay, that was a little bit lucky there, because that normally doesn't come in my favor whenever I use Mega Kick. Mega Kick is a very powerful move, but with all high power moves there's usually a cost or a price that you have to pay. And in this case, Mega Kick is not as accurate, 75% accurate as you can see. We're going to use High Jump Kick against this Giraffe Rig though. I actually wasn't expecting Giraffe Rig to be the last one. Oh, that's good. Yeah, its psychic move is Psybeam. And Hitmonlee actually has decent special defense, so as you see that didn't take it out in one hit, so that was good. Let's see if we can get another High Jump Kick in. Okay, good. We didn't even have to use Wild Buffet for this battle, that's great. Yeah, I was a little nervous for this first battle because, as I said, Will is a bit tricky. He just has Pokemon that have good speed and good attacks, so that's why you gotta watch out for him. He's just a toughie to deal with. But he's one of the big worries out of the way. Of all the opponents I faced, you're the best without a doubt. Well, thank you for saying so. Okay, first Elite Four member down, moving on to Koga. He's a Poison-type specialist. And in Generation 1, if you remember, he was actually the gym leader of the Fuchsia City Gym. But he isn't anymore. He's now a member of the Elite Four. So it's kind of neat that they retained him in a sense. For something. Okay, but for his Pokemon here, Kadabra is a good one to lead with because most of them are weak to Psychic. And for the remaining team, it's good to have Blastoise. And it would really help if we had a ground Pokemon since there's an Electrode on his team. But unfortunately we don't, so I'm going to use Umbreon. And Umbreon's good because of the strategy that Koga uses, which you'll see here in due time, I'm sure. And if you couldn't tell, as I'd already mentioned, I think in previous recordings and videos of Pokemon Stadium 2, they'll always use whatever Pokemon is in the first slot of their team. So even the Elite Four will. He used Xatu. So Koga's gonna have Venomoth no matter what. Okay. I've never fought any of these trainers and they not use their first Pokemon on their team. I probably could have been okay with, okay, yeah, it uses Double Team. Here's what Koga uses a lot. You can expect to see it. He'll try to make it so that you can't hit him. So all of his Pokemon know the move Double Team. And they also know Toxic. So he'll try to poison you, and then increase his own Pokemon's evasiveness so you can't hit them. So it's one of those like special strategies to slowly reduce your HP while he can't get hit. So that's why I picked Umbreon just in case I get to the point where things don't go so well in my favor. So because Umbreon has Feint Attack, which always hits no matter what kind of evasive moves are used. And Venomoth hung on with Focus Band. That's a little sneak. Got lucky. I'll just use another Psychic. I could have used Thunder Punch, but why bother? Not only that, he would know that. He's used all poison Pokemon though so far. Yeah, if you've seen on the roster, he has a Gligar and Electrode. Or Gligar, as he calls it. I've always called it Gligar, though, but whatever. We'll just use Psychic against it. It's ground and flying, though, so electric moves can't damage it. Because it's part ground. So you gotta watch out for that. An Ice move would devastate it, though, because both of those types share a weakness to Ice. We don't have anything like that, though. A hot battle is unfolding. And as with all the other team members that he had, he uses Double Team. Oh, that's a miss. And it finally kicked in his strategy, Double Team. We missed.
They're both hanging tough.
Yes, I see that. We have a Kinesis move on Kadabra, but I'm not going to bother with it. Using double team for the third time. Okay, it's really going to be tough to hit now. So I'm going to need some luck here. This is a shame. Hopefully. Nope. We're still missing it. I'm surprised he hasn't used Toxic yet, though. I thought he would increase evasiveness a couple times and then use the Toxic. But it doesn't look like it.
What about this?
We need to hit it, though. Thank you. It's about time. You're just prolonging your fate. This cannot be. And how about that? We took them all out with Kadabra. Yeah, I have to say, of these four, of the Elite Four, Koga is probably the easiest, just because he doesn't immediately attack you, so you can work around that. I too must pursue further discipline. And we took him out without even taking a single hit, so that worked perfectly too. But we're moving on. This is the third member of the Elite Four, Bruno. I'm Bruno. As one of the Elite Four, I will stand up to your challenge. And he has a couple well, he only has one fighting... Well, no, there's Heracross. Okay, so he does have a couple fighting Pokemon. Kadabra is definitely good to have on your team for this. Whether or not he'll lead with something that's weak to Psychic, though, remains to be seen. But we are going to start with Kadabra. We're also going to have Blastoise, because some of them are weak to water. I see he has a Blastoise of his own, too. And for a final choice, I have to think about this a little bit. We have Hitmonlee, Electrode, and Wobbuffet to think about. I'm not using Umbreon because Umbreon wouldn't do too well here. I don't want to use Electrode because if it gets down to where it's down to Onix and Golem, I can't hit it then. So I'm not in a good position because of that. I think I'm going to go with Hitmonlee. Wobbuffet would have been okay too, since a lot of them use physical moves. I could have used Counter, I suppose. But we also have a Kangaskhan in case he uses it too. As you can see, though, it's now starting to become nighttime on here. The sky's changing colors. And we're also getting up closer and closer to the top of this arena of sorts. And looky here, he led with Kangaskhan. That's unfortunate. I'm switching to Hitmonlee, though. I guess I could have led with Hitmonlee. It depends, though. Sometimes he'll lead with the fighting Pokemon, sometimes he won't. It just varies, really. Use Dizzy Punch. You would do that to me. Alright, high jump kick coming up. And it somehow goes first. It confused me, but I got a Miracle Berry. No worries.
There it goes! It's super effective!
Okay, I'm glad that connected. We're at a disadvantage, though, because now Hitmonlee's gone. I really wish I could have went first before Kangaskhan did. I guess we'll have to use Kadabra again. Hopefully Kadabra can outspeed it. Should be able to. I don't imagine that Kangaskhan's that fast. You never know, though. Okay, good, we are faster. One Psychic should take care of it. Okay, it did. Very good. That was like one of the most dramatic feigning poses, though, I've ever seen. Kangaskhan is just a protective mother, though. And we got Machamp.
2 Pokemon remain on each side.
It's a good idea to use Reflect first before you start attacking it. As a matter of fact, Kadabra's not even the best Pokemon I could recommend against Machamp. But as you can see, Machamp uses pretty powerful physical moves. Used Earthquake against us. So I'm glad I used Reflect now. And Psychic will probably not take out Machamp in one hit. If it does, I'll be surprised, but we'll find out. Well, it should when we get a critical hit. Never mind. Okay, that was a bit lucky. I'll go ahead and just state that. But if that wouldn't have took it out in one hit, we would have been fine because I used Reflect. And we have Blastoise. We're not going to use Psychic though. We have Thunder Punch, and Blastoise is weak to Electric. I just realized something though. I'm going against this thing with Kadabra, and all I have is, in addition to Kadabra, yeah, we're down. My last Pokemon, though. That's all the words I have on my mind at the moment. Blastoise, so it's a mirror match. I was hoping this would not have happened. And it did. Well, let's leave with Mud Slap. And it somehow goes faster than us. I guess because it's... That's just one of those stat IV things, I guess, where it just happens to be faster than us. Okay, that didn't do much damage, but it did lower its accuracy. And we got leftovers, so that's not the worst thing to worry about, I guess you could say. We got Hydro Pump over Surf, though. Well, it's more powerful, it's not as accurate.
That didn't do much. There's the attack. That didn't accomplish much.
No, it didn't. But I don't know how else I'm going to be able to finish it off.
It's a fierce battle.
I gotta somehow do this, though. Oh, I see it caught on. Ah, it missed, though.
What did it do? Whoop, that missed.
So did we. How unfortunate.
They're both
Okay, maybe I should resort to a couple more Mud Slaps.
What's this?
If it's gonna use Headbutt on me.
Right off. What's next?
Because I don't know that I'm gonna be too happy with flinching.
Wow, that's changed.
This is just one of those long battles, so I apologize if I'm not, like, really talking, but I'm just, like, really hoping that this will go okay so I can whittle it down slowly. Oh good, it missed me again. So I'm kind of playing Koga's strategy now, with the evasiveness and the accuracy loss. I'm just so glad I have leftovers. That's actually probably what's saving me right now.
What now? A light hit.
Oh, I finally got lucky, I see.
What'll it do?
Well, one more Mud Slap coming up. Critical hit that time, though. Okay. I'll just go ahead and keep lowering its accuracy till it can't drop anymore.
What's this? That did little damage.
It's still getting lucky, though, I see. That's the 4th time its accuracy's been dropped, and it's still hitting me. Should be missing more often. At least I would think that. Okay, one more Mud Slap.
How's that? A light hit.
And you're still hitting me.
Oh,
and you finally flinched me, I see. Actually, you know what? Instead of another Mud Slap, I'm going to use Hydro Pump, I believe.
There's the attack. No, that didn't connect.
Okay, thank you for finally missing me.
Hydro Pump. Right, that's
okay, that was enough to take it out. Well, that was long, drawn out, and longer than necessary. I just can't emphasize it. That was just long. I never really imagined it would have came down to that. I'm also surprised to see that he didn't use a rock/ground Pokemon. he usually uses that in addition to Machamp, but he didn't this time. Why? This just can't be happening. But in any case, Elite Four Bruno taken care of. He put up more of a fight than what Will did, I gotta say. And we're down to the last one, Elite Four Karen. I'm Karen. Would you care for a showdown with my Dark-type Pokemon? So yeah, she's a user of Dark Pokemon, as she had said. She has only 2 of them now, Umbreon and Murkrow. She also has kind of mix of other Pokemon, such as the Grass Poison and the Ghost and Fire. You're going to lead with Hitmonlee, though, or want to, I should say. Because Hitmonlee is good against her fighting Pokemon, including, especially Umbreon. And I can go ahead and say she'll always use it. You can count on that. We're also going to use our own Umbreon, because there's a Gengar on her team. And for the last choice, we got to kind of be careful with the Pokemon that we use here. Kadabra is especially good, though, since a few of them are weak to Psychic. And it also has Thunder Punch, so we have that. The only thing we'd have to really watch out for is the Magmar. But we should be able to do okay, I think, so let's go ahead and use it. Most of her Pokemon... Actually, no, strike that out. I'm getting tongue-twisted again. Forget what I just said there a minute ago. All of her Pokemon, not most of them, all of them now attract, so... Unfortunately, most of my Pokemon are of the opposite gender than hers, including this Umbreon. So, Attract will hit me if she uses it right away. I don't think she starts with Attract, though. She usually starts with Confuse Ray for the Umbreon. And this is why you're going to lead with Hitmonlee, because she'll use Umbreon. But yeah, she leads with Confuse Ray. So, isn't it outstanding? But I have a Miracle Berry on Hitmonlee. So yeah, if you're without a Miracle Berry and you're going to use Hitmonlee, I strongly recommend that you use a Bitter Berry, just because of this alone. And there we already took out Umbreon, so that was the main threat taken care of. Also watch out, because in addition to Confuse Ray and Attract, this Umbreon also knows Psychic. And I think it's Dark move. It's either Bite or Pursuit. I think it's Pursuit, though. Because Umbreon doesn't learn Bite unless Eevee had it before evolving.
The white-hot battle continues.
Okay, now we're against Vileplume. I guess we could use Mega Kick. Our High Jump Kick's not going to be too good against it because it's part Poison. Oh, and we got a critical hit. That was good. Oh, it's using Attract.
Hey, it became attracted to the opponent. A hot battle
So
is
yeah, we're now
unfolding.
attracted, unfortunately. And I could try another Mega Kick. I don't know if we're going to be able to connect it or not.
Attracted by the opponent. A
Use Stun Spore.
It's gripped by paralysis.
We really don't need the Hitmonlee for anything else, to be honest. It was just mainly the Umbreon. So even if Hitmonlee goes down here, it's not a big loss.
That inflicted some damage.
Mega Kick. Okay. Will it hit it, though?
That's
Yes, it does. So we've taken out our second one, Vileplume. That was lucky, though, and as I said, Hitmonlee is not required as soon as you take out the Umbreon. We'll see what her last one is here, though. Magmar. Ugh, I was really hoping it wasn't going to be Magmar. What have we got? I guess we could try Mud Slap, if we don't go out, that is. We're paralyzed, though, now we're going to get confused. Subtle Elegance, huh? Fully paralyzed, so that had to happen. This is a shame. Oh, we're still hanging in, though. We finally hit ourselves, though. And thus is the end of Hitmonlee for the fight. Hitmon lead probably would have been decent against this
The next
Magmar, but
Pokemon needs to be prepared.
well, that didn't work out. Let's go ahead and use Kadabra.
Pokemon is ready.
I'm just going to use Psychic against it and hope for the best. This Magmar's not holding an item. I should point this out. It's not holding an item, and it does know Thief. And Thief is a dark move. So that's not good again. Or, that's not good for me, I should say. It's good if you use it and get your own items, but not so much when it's the other way around.
Super effective.
Yeah, it took my item. Scope Lens is now gone.
The white hot battle
And that was probably one of
continues.
the worst items it probably could have stolen from me. So I am sad.
A sharp attack. That inflicted some damage.
Oh, we took it out though.
That settles this
Okay, I guess I was worrying for nothing. This can't be happening, says Karen. Well, how about that? Elite Four member Karen defeated. And that went pretty well, I gotta say. The main reason I picked Umbreon for this particular fight was because she has the Gengar, and that's why you want to use it. No, I can't win. How did you become so strong? Well, with that said, the Elite Four has been cleared. Or has it? What's going on now? It looks like even the Elite Four couldn't stop you. I'm your last opponent in the Johto Castle. So yes, it's not over yet. Champion Lance.